Welcome back, family. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Sir Local 187, dropping y'all a classic, a throwback actually. Before I get started, I want to thank the new family members for subscribing. Thank you. Your boy appreciates the love and appreciate y'all commenting in the comment section. You know, it goes a long way. And hopefully y'all had a good day, a good week. Thanksgiving's upon us. And I want to wish you, part of the Sir Local family, my personal family, on behalf of my family, I'd like to wish every single one of y'all a happy and safe Thanksgiving tomorrow. And also too, you know, I just want to say, you know, hey, you know, it's been a crazy year. It's been a long year, you know, ups and downs. And maybe if we can reflect tomorrow while you're gathered with your family or friends or whatever the case may be, and find some things to be grateful for. And, you know, your boy Sir Local got your back. If y'all want some prayer requests, you know, just put in a prayer hand emoji in the comment section, and your boy Sir Local will definitely, you know what I'm saying, keep you and your family in my prayers. So once again, you know, if y'all need prayers, you know, drop the praying hand emoji and your boy Sir Local got you, you know. So with that being said, you know, I'm on the road to 200 subs. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, please watch the whole video. And if you like what your boy Sir Local is cooking, by all means, you know, please do consider subscribing. It goes a long way. And also too, you know how we do it around here. Walk with me and grow with me. So I thank y'all for rocking with your boy, you know. So once again, happy Thanksgiving from mine to yours. And today, I found these at the mall, you know, and I'll be reviewing the Grant Hill's one, because they came out with two of them, two versions, if you will. The Grant Hill 1 Sprite edition, limited edition, and they released in October 21 of this year, and they retail for $140. And I went to the mall because your boy's always working hard to see what he can find. Besides the latest and greatest in the hype shoes and the latest releases, you know, like I said, sometimes or a lot of times it's hard to get a lot of those hype shoes, you know what I mean? But besides the hype shoes and the new releases, you know, I do try to, you know, bring other stuff, other silhouettes and other different brands to the channel. And as of some of y'all may know, and watching my videos, most of them are Jordan. I am a Jordan fan. But back in the 90s, I was a major NBA, you know, fan. And I am today. You know, I'm not big on it like I used to be back in the 90s and even 2000s. But it feels good to watch the Bulls now, because I am a Chicago Bulls fan and whatnot. So today, let's talk about Grant Hill in general. You know, and for those of y'all who know, who lived through that era, or grew up in that era, should I say, y'all know Grant Hill was a beast. He was a monster as well. And you know, he played for University of Duke and helped him get 2 championship rings. And he got drafted, you know, rookie season. Not too many at that period, at that time in the 90s, straight off the rookie, straight out of college, do they get sneaker deals. And Grant Hill was definitely one of the first, not the only one, but one of the first ones, if you will. You know, like I said, back in the 90s, obviously Jordan was, you know, his rookie season, you know, with Nike and whatnot back in the mid-80s, 85 to be exact. But Grant Hill, you know, like I said, one of the, in the elite class back in the 90s, to get a sneaker deal, Fila. Now, when I was in high school, you know, there was, you know, Fila was definitely on a rotation of kids at school. You know, Fila, you know, besides Nike, it wasn't actually Jordans back then, but I mean, they're called Jordans, but it wasn't Jordan brand, if you will. But because your main ones was Nike, Reebok, Asics, Filas, you know, and Fila, real quick, wanted to get into the performance basketball, you know, market, because your big three had it on lock pretty much, which was Nike, Adidas, and Reebok, if you will. So Fila, you know, wanted to get some, you know, some thirsting for the next thing, you know, like Michael Jordan, you know. By that time in the mid-90s, Jordan was already cemented, you know, the GOAT. Jordan rules. He ruled the NBA. He ruined a lot of careers in the 90s. prevented a lot of great players, Hall of Famers, from getting championship rings, if you will, when Jordan was playing, you know, in the 90s. You know, they had the six-peat. So 6 out of 10 years, you know what I mean? I mean, a lot of legends didn't get to, you know, get championship rings. But Grant Hill was a beast. And like I said, he got drafted. And at that time, you know, 94, 95, if you will, he got drafted by the Detroit Pistons. And Sprite, I love the vintage commercials, you know. And Sprite, you know, wanted to get NBA players, or they did get NBA players, you know, you know, Sprite at the time had like a saying, or whatever you want to call it, campaign, image is nothing, which I kind of like that. You know, hey, a lot of times, and your boy Sir Local's guilty of it, you know, it kind of judges people by the book, judges people by a book, if you will, by appearance, by first looks, you know. And you know, I think that's what's wrong for today, in today's world. You know, we can't always judge a book by its cover, you know what I mean? Not until you read the book. In other words, not till you know the person, you know. But I like that anyway about Sprite. Image is nothing. So so Sprite had a commercial with Grant Hill in it, and he does a 360 dunk at the playground, you know what I mean? Basketball court in the playground, and there's a teenager on the fence watching him as Grant Hill's doing this 360 dunk, and the teenager goes, "What? Grant Hill drinks Sprite?" So it's a funny commercial. You know, look it up, y'all. So then the guy, you know, he's running from half court, you know, like he's gonna dunk, and he's looking real good, and he falls short, man. You know, he didn't dunk, you know, he didn't finish the dunk, couldn't dunk, and he falls on his back, you know. You know, vintage, old school commercials, and I love those commercials, you know, and so that's the collaboration with Sprite and Grant Hill. Hence, this limited edition, Grant Hill 1 Sprite, which, like I said, released on October 21st. And, man, like I said, I saw it. You know, every shoe has a story to tell, and definitely this one does. And also, too, your boy Sir Local likes to pick up things that has eye candy. You know, that catches the eye, if you will. Even you know, even if I don't rock it or whatever the case may be, if it catches the eye, you know, your boy Sir Local is definitely going to try to bring it to this channel. And I believe this is the first Fila shoe that I have on this channel. So hopefully there'll be plenty more Filas to come in this channel, you know, for your boy Sir Local to review and show y'all. So that's a little bit of history there. And also, too, another thing about Grant Hill was that he had the most votes for a rookie to play in the All-Star game, the 95 All-Star game, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, if I'm wrong or whatever the case may be, please fact check me and correct me respectfully. But in 95, he had the most votes for a rookie to play in the All-Star game. And I think that's cool. Not too many people accomplished that feat in itself. So, and also, too, you know, a lot of injuries plagued your boy Grant Hill, and he played for 4 teams. He got drafted by the Detroit Pistons. He played for Orlando Magic, the Phoenix Suns, and LA Clippers. Those 4 teams he played for throughout his career. And like I said, he was plagued, you know, with injuries, and that's kind of like, you know, what's his downfall, if you will. You know, had to retire or whatnot from the game. But so I think it's pretty cool. And let's get a close-up of Outsole, your clear, translucent outsole, if you will, and it's got the Sprite logo. And by the way, your boy used to drink Sprite. I mean, I try to stay away from sodas and not to drink too much, you know, pop sodas, if you will. But you know, also drank 7-Up too. So anyway, your translucent outsole, you have your Sprite, and you know, this shoe here, Grant Hill 1, you know, kind of replicates, you know, the Sprite soda can, if you will. And the box came damaged. Look at that. The box is cool, but not the damage. Look how damaged it came. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, look at the damage on the box. Size 13, which is my size. Retail at $140. And the colorway, you know, is white, blue, green, and I don't know what that JYBN stands for. Yellow, obviously, but anyway, that's enough with the box. It's damaged. Sprite, Fila, Hill. And like I said, this was in the rotation back in high school, if you will. And the difference between the Grant 1s and the 2s is that the 1s obviously have the felines down here. That's how you differentiate the 1s from the 2s. And then in the 2s, Grant Hill 2, if you will, you know, this triangle with the felines up here in the upper, and the midsole's different on the 2s, and then it kind of has like a strip, if you will, color going around the silhouette, you know, like a line, you know, going through and whatnot, you know, for the Grant Hill 2s. So, sorry y'all. So you have your feline there in your midsole. And it's, you know, it's kind of like patent leather or synthetic material. And then you got your paint splatter there in the midsole. And then on the upper there, like I said, like kind of like a patent leather material. Then you got your mesh tongue with your netting, rope laces. Your Fila and your Sprite on the tongue. You got your lime there. Toe box, you got your perforated holes on the toe box. And like I said, what I like about it, you know, is you got the silver there, like the shredded, you know, like the inside of a can, pop can. And then your eye stays there. I looked at each. You got blue, green, which I think is pretty dope. Blue, green, with your silver going through it. And then you even got some back here by the ankle, you know, blue and green. Excuse me, y'all, my throat's a little dry. And you got your little pull tab there. And it kind of fades from like bluish to purplish, if you will. And you got your Sprite in the back and the heel. Your little gold stitching there. And the materials is leather, you know, synthetic materials. And you know, your embroidery, if you will, you know, your Fila embroidery. And that right there is stitched on. So, you know, like I said, this is pretty cool. You know, I did enjoy watching Grant Hill back in the day. You know, even though I was a Jordan fan, it wasn't all about Jordan. There's many players that I liked watching. And like I said, not many. I mean, there has been some, obviously, after Grant Hill, you know, coming out of college. And there's even some players, you know, coming straight out of high school getting sneaker deals, you know. You know, like in today's day and age, you know, the famous one, LeBron James, I'll name a couple. Zion Williams, Ben Simmons, Carmelo Anthony, Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady. And I'm not sure on some of these that I'm naming if they got sneaker deals in their rookie year, you know, that I just mentioned. And tell me what y'all think. And to be honest, I don't remember if I had the, you know, Fila, these Grant Hills, but they were, you know, they were up there. Like I said, they were on the rotation back in high school. Not the Sprite, not the Sprite, not this limited edition, but you know, it's a original, you know, colorway, which mainly use the 3 colors, you know, like red, white, and blue, if you will. And then you got your yellow on the inside. You know, the tongue feels pretty narrow, pretty thin, should I say. You got decent padding on the heel here, on the mid top, if you will. And see if I get better lighting. If you can see it, you Sprite on the insole, and the insole is like a blue purplish, if you will. So you got green, yellow, you got your silver, you know, like the pop can, soda can, and green, blue, turquoise, whatever color you want to call it, but and then you got some herringbone traction, you got the Fila and the Outsole, you got your Sprite, the lemon, different clear, you know, clear design, if you will. And I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope, you know. So your boy's gonna put these on feet and, you know, see how they feel. But tell me what y'all think, you know. Like I said, you know, all your old school NBA fans know who Grant Hill is. And maybe some of y'all in this newer generation may have heard of Grant Hill. Maybe y'all have, maybe y'all haven't. But next time, you know, like I said, y'all go to a sneaker store and see these silhouettes, maybe not the Sprite version, but a Fila, excuse me, a Fila's, these particular Fila's, you'll know that they're Grant Hill 1. And you'll be up on game. You know, so they've been retroing the Grant Hills. They've been bringing them back over the years, you know, retroing different colorways and whatnot, which I think is pretty cool. And same thing with the Allen Iversons, which I'm gonna pick some up and bring to the channel too, because he's another dope player, another player that I used to watch back in the day. We're gonna get a close-up at these, and then I'm gonna give you my final thoughts and close out this video. Grant Hill 1 Sprite. Limited edition. And if I'm not mistaken, like I was talking about in about the original Grant Hill Sprite commercial in the 90s, I think they just came out with another one when they dropped these. And y'all go check it out. Let's get another look real quick of the shoes. You know, like I said, what y'all think? What y'all think, y'all? So there you have it on feet. And like I said, I think they came out with another Sprite commercial. They came out with another Sprite commercial, you know, to commemorate the, you know, the release of these shoes here. And these, as far as sizing goes, this fits me. My toes literally at the edge, and these are my size 13. If you like it snug or tight, I guess go true to size, but for me, you know, I like to have a little bit of room, so a half size up ain't too bad. But my toes literally at the end, you know, and I don't like, you know, my shoes to be like that, you know, tight and snug. But if you do, true to size, if you like a little bit of room, which I would definitely need a little bit more room, half size bigger. And you know, for the nostalgia, you know, for the collaboration with Sprite, you know, I give it 2 thumbs up. You know, it's a good collector, especially if you grew up around that time period watching the NBA, and if you know, you like Grant Hill, you know, I think these would be a dope cop. But other than that, drop a comment. If you made it this far, drop a comment, hit that thumbs up, hit that notification bell, And also, too, you know, please do consider subscribing and joining the family. So with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.